coins, and I'm presuming at this point that Albero is completely unaware that Vigo siphoned these coins off the table, or
Yeah,
do I?
Alberto didn't see anything. I was really tired at the end of the last session, so I don't remember
I
too
know
much of your little messing with
shenanigans.
Albero. Yes, but 293 of those coins. Now that we're streaming and I'm recording, it'll be
That's a
said. 293 of those coins are the forfeit, counterfeit ones
counterfeit.
from that list of things that you have found.
Okay, so since we're recording now, and I'm actually doing something, Eric, you okay if I take over for a minute?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go nuts. Go nuts.
Thank you. All right. Because I think Hope just wanted the iron flask, and no one else wanted it. So I believe that was an easy, treasure divide for that.
Right.
So let me pull up Vigo. Um,
Yeah, and there was
okay,
nothing in the flask because we did roll for that at the end of last session.
Correct.
correct. We did. That is absolutely correct. Yes. So next question Vigo would have is looking over these coins. How good a quality are they?
The counterfeit ones?
Yes.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Well, I'm good at those.
Oh,
Plus 13.
um,
Plus 13.
to you, they're
Yeah.
obvious
No.
counterfeits. To you, they're absolutely obvious. To anybody else who's just randomly looking at them, you could probably pass them off, and they'll only be noticed under extreme scrutiny.
Okay. That's excellent. But a perfect time to pull a nat 20.
Yeah, right.
So, so for the viewers at home, that was a nat 20 roll, giving Vigo a total of 33. Oh,
Oh,
yay.
they can see that little green in the corner there on the.
Sometimes, well, I wasn't sure, but like I said, I get to celebrate this one.
Of
Sometimes the
course,
dice gods like you,
it's
and
kind of a
having a
bummer.
plus
It's just
13
you
doesn't
and
hurt.
Mood or Hope in here.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, so Vigo can spot the obvious flaw, the headspace in the wrong way, or the date's wrong, or something like that. And I think I could pass them off. What are these worth on the, well, let's say the less than reputable market? Yeah, to Vigo's friends, because he knows a guy who knows a guy who heard a rumor about another guy.
uh, they'd be worth market price, which would be the exact denomination.
So 293. Okay. Okay, so I could buy. So I could theoretically buy 293 gold pieces worth of something
Correct.
for free.
Yep.
Okay.
Because they're just that good.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I will mark those aside. Thank you for that. And perfect time for a net 20. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Uh, I will put that on his notes. Uh, well, I got the 4. Okay. Um, I think that's it for now. Let's see. So we're back at home base. We're back at with Raydra and
Mhm.
everybody. Where's that? Where's the Luxburg?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Uh, oh, that's okay. That's another question I'm thinking of right now. Uh, since the coins come from a different continent, are they different than the ones commonly used on the continent Luxfer is on? For example, Japanese yen look different than British pounds, look different than American dollars.
Yeah. For the purposes of the game, it's all the same denomination, same coin, just to make it easier
Okay.
for everybody, including myself.
Didn't know. Just I want to check if there was an exchange rate or something I had to worry about, but also it'd be interesting to see. Okay. 200. Okay. I'm sure at some point, thank you for that. Today was supposed to be kind of a shopping day.
Mhm.
And last week, I don't remember you recall this. The Sunblade or the Sun Sword, what is that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Sunblade? Okay. It was a scimitar.
Yes.
Are you still sticking with that? Because I know a barrel wanted it to be a broadsword.
Yep. Nope. Yeah, we're sticking with that.
Okay. So Vigo would like to take the Sunblade Scimitar, and I would like to attune to it. And in order to do that, he will drop his attunement to the Blink Dagger.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to do that?
So, okay, good question. And I thought about this, and even talked to one of my other DM friends as a neutral party to think about it. The Blink Dagger works once every 24 hours. So if I use it, if I blink with it and I attack, that's it. I get one blink out of it. It is a
Correct.
one-shot pony.
Correct.
Okay. The Sun Sword works every time I swing it. So I can, with the Blink Dagger, it is a +1 to hit. So I stab somebody with the Blink Dagger. It's always a +1 if I want to attack them, but I only get the blink effect once, and
Correct.
I only get the lightning attack once.
Correct.
With the Sun Sword, it's every single time I hit, the Sun Sword does its thing.
Well,
it's a finesse weapon also because it's a scimitar. Which was the discussion last week. So that's my logic is it's a finesse weapon. The dagger's a finesse weapon. The scimitar will do more base damage than the dagger does.
Yes.
Okay. So the sneak attack damage from me doesn't change.
Yep.
And the Sun Sword has, was it 1d4, 1d6 burning power? And then if we attack undead, the Sun Sword has a bonus to it.
I think scimitar sun sword. I don't know what scimitar sun sword does, but it's is it still the D8 of damage, or does it change based on the weapon type for a sun sword?
No, it'd be the 1d8 still.
Okay, so it'll do a D8.
I think it's a sun blade, not a sun sword.
I'm sorry.
Same thing.
It is called a sun blade.
Yeah, sun blade. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I just saw sun sword on when I searched for sun.
Okay. It is called a sun blade. It is normally described as a longsword hilt, which is why when you had him roll for what type of blade it was, I had the question.
Yeah, it could be any weapon. So in this case, it doesn't have a longsword hilt, but
okay.
So it's still the D8 damage.
Yeah.
And then it still does the extra D8 to undead creatures.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's see what it says. It's a +2 bonus to attack and damage made with the weapon. The Blink Dagger is only a +1.
Correct.
If you hit an undead, you do get the extra 1d8 radiant. Let's see. It gives me light.
So I'll get to my point about why I'm a little worried about you unattuning the Blink Dagger and keeping the Sun Sword. So the Sun Sword is a sword that's made. It's a lightsaber.
Yes, it is.
It generates light.
Yes, I know that.
It generates a lot of light.
Bright light in 15-foot radius.
It generates light and turns on and off.
Yes.
This weapon notoriously makes it very hard to sneak.
What?
Like,
I thought about
very
that too.
difficult to sneak.
Right.
So if you want to attack someone and not just be seen, like normally you'd have your Blink Dagger. If you had an easy attack, like say it was like a goblin, right? You could stab them, they'd be gone. You wouldn't be able to do that with the Sun Sword because you'd bring the blade out and the bright light's going to give you away kind of no matter what your sneak score is.
I did think about that, and I considered that. It does say in the description of the Sun Blade that you can use a bonus action to cause the blade to appear, to spring into existence.
Mm-hmm.
So my thought and I thought about this, my thought for Vigo is, so there's a goblin on guard duty, and I've got to go take him out.
Yes.
Round one, stealth hide, get into range. Round two, movement is close the distance, step up to him, bonus action, activate the thing, action, plunge it into him.
It doesn't stop the light.
No, it doesn't. I didn't say that part, but I'm just saying.
Right. Yeah,
the stealth Vigo has up to that point.
Yeah, you could definitely get and kill the goblin. I'm saying what happens after that.
That's the trick.
Yeah.
The other thing is that it is movement, action, and bonus action in that second turn.
Yeah.
So I gotta burn the bonus action turn on.
It's just I'm thinking like what happens after that, because I'm not worried about you killing that one goblin. That one goblin's gone. Right. It's more of what about the goblins in the cave that now see this blinding flash of light that now says there's an enemy here.
Correct. However, Vigo also does have a normal +1 short sword, which if I just got to take out the one goblin in this instance, I don't have to use the Sunblade to do it.
Sure.
I can take out the goblin with a normal weapon, but when we get into some kind of melee where I may be involved in more than one attack or round of combat, the Sunblade to me outweighs the DPS of the one-shot blink dagger.
But what about hiding in combat? Like you were trying to hide in combat with that dragon. With this blade, it's gonna take the places you can actually do that and reduce them even more.
I understand.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I thought I kind of had to think this through a while, but like I said, this last time, with this dragon, and Vigo was concerned with getting too close to this guy. Like I said, I can do the blink got me 20 feet to attack him. I can do the one strike, which I happened to manage to hit. And then it was bonus action, disengage, and movement as far away from him as I could. And then, that's kind of my big huzzah. I've done my one trick. Mm-hmm. Literally one trick. And it's, afterwards, it's like, well, I'll just pull out my bow and shoot the guy. Now, fortunately, there was a lot of moving parts, thanks to Hope. And, the battleground was shuffling. Then Vigo wound up at a distance from the guy. But, it just seemed to me that if I'd had the ability to maybe do more of an attack, I might have been more inclined to try to stay closer to him than I did, and wound up at range shooting arrows. Okay, so, trying to decide. It's a cool weapon, and you're right. Like I said, I fully understand. Once I turn this thing on, sort of tough to hide in the dark shadows.
Mm.
I did read that carefully, and that's why I said I consulted my friend and said, okay, here's my two options, and that came up in the discussion. I was like, I'll try it, but I'm not giving up the blink dagger. I'm not giving it away. I'll keep it, and if I want to switch back, I'll switch back. So just for a thought, I thought I'd take it and try it and see what happens. Like I said, but I like the concept that it says it deals radiant damage instead of slashing damage. I'm presuming that won't affect the sneak attack.
It changes the sneak attack to radiant damage.
Yes.
Okay, and some of these creatures, I think, have some resistances to slashing damage sometimes.
Nothing has resistance to magical slashing damage, but things have resistance to and immunity to normal slashing damage. But nothing has resistance to magical slashing damage, at least not until 2025. And then things get weird. And then magical damage goes away. And it just becomes slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing damage.
That's gonna get interesting.
Yeah, they're basically they're getting rid of the tag of magical slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning damage. They're just getting rid of that, and yeah. So all the abilities that were like the druid's attacks count as magical, the monk's attacks count as magical, have now changed to the monk can now do force damage. The druid's claw attacks now do radiant damage, can do radiant damage. So they're trying to make damage types more important, I guess. A little bit more like impactful instead of focus on getting magical damage and then you're fine.
Right. I mean, I can understand that. They're trying to balance a game. They're working on, shifting things a little bit, see what happens. But like I said, I appreciate your thoughts on this, Eric. And and again, I kind of went through the same thinking on my own and said, okay, I'm going to lose that mid-combat stealth ability, and maybe it takes maybe I got to take a turn where I don't do anything except turn the blade off and then, move somewhere. But like I said, I think the additional damage can possibly help, and I like the fact that if we should start facing undead, I now have more than stabby, pokey. Can actually do something more.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. It's very unlikely we'll find an enemy that's immune or resistant to radiant damage, except for what dragons? I think it's none of the dragons we have left, right?
Oh, good.
And I don't think it's any of the dragons we have left.
Not
white, sapphire, blue, amethyst, crystal. Maybe crystal. I don't know what crystal does. Or topaz. It'll be one of the psychic dragons, if any. But then just don't bring the Sunblade to that fight.
Right at that point. Well, that's what we're doing research for. Tonight we're supposed to be doing research. So this could be one of those times, and chat. You can all say it with me. Right now would be a great time if we had a Drake Warden. That's right, chat. Good job. You kept up with it. If we had a Drake Warden right now, we could probably do some research on this next dragon.
Which one are we gonna go fight? We have two.
Well, we have. I think white. I think white was our next thought.
Yeah, we either have white or topaz. It's like white, topaz, or we could make a coastal move and go to. I think we should avoid. Yeah, so white or topaz, because avoiding anything touching the red is probably the safest possibility.
Okay, so then the question becomes: white dragons are, as far as I know, winter dragons.
Yep,
and it's a lot of cold stuff, cold damage in cold environments. Topaz, I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know what blue does. I know what red does. I know what green does. Sapphire, amethyst, crystal, and topaz, not a clue. It's like the DM got his hands on some kind of book of all kinds of new dragons. I'm just hoping there's nothing north of amethyst.
I don't think so. Otherwise, he would have laid it out for us. I think
not necessarily. Who knows?
I think this is that continent. Well, we have a list of how many are left.
I'm just saying, but that's all the ones we know about. What if above the amethyst and crystal, there's way off to the west beyond the Kraken thing, there's something else. It's a brimstone. I don't know.
Well, we have that list because we know the
Riders.
The rider we turned gave us that information. So at least a part of the base organization of the core organization that we're trying to get rid of, we know this, and we got that information from one of them.
Right.
So it'd have to be like unknown to a general. So only the so something like that. It'd have to be higher up, like really high up. Yeah, there are the extra riders that might be on different dragons. We don't know if they share the same type of dragon.
Oh, okay.
On like remember that we got to remember that some of them we haven't met any of them yet, but some of the areas have sub riders that were like their proteges in case they died because they were training. Because we still have to find the
that's right.
We still have to find the dragon hatchery where the lady or the dragon queen is. That's our main goal. And then we have to. There's a dragon rider training center somewhere that we also have to find. Because
you got a lot of stuff to find.
I think it's most of the. I think all the ones connected to the red one, all the ones that are touching the red, have secondary riders. It's just we've been knocking off we've been going from like weakest to strongest ish, and they haven't had like secondary riders like underlings.
I see. Okay.
So they could have dragons that don't specifically match the color that the territory that the main one has. Like, we don't know. We're not entirely sure.
I also did all those before I purchased this lovely little book called The Game Master's Book of Legendary Dragons. So once I update it, I'll update the map as well. Because there are some fun ones in here that I'm gonna use.
Fun.
So amethyst may not be amethyst, and crystal may not be crystal.
Potentially. Like Aiden's is no longer a red dragon. I will flat out say that his dragon is no longer red.
Oh, okay. Not worried about that. That's fine. That's fine. You know, we haven't encountered them yet, so if you want to swap them around, that doesn't make any difference to us.
Yeah. But we know what type it is, though.
Yeah.
Right?
No, exactly.
We got like 9 different sources that can tell what kind of dragon this is.
Where is my Hi, Silas.
Hi, Silas.
Help if I was not double muted. Hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
Double muted. What does it mean?
Ugh, it's work talk. It's weird. I quickly mute myself with a button, but I forgot I also mute myself here. So, I have a question, and I don't know how this got here.
Okay.
So I have that mirror of absolute reflection.
Yep.
And I remember it being 20 charges, and I have 14 left.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't been keeping track of the updating that dawn thing, so I'll keep better track of that. But in the description of Mirror of Absolute Reflection, it only says 10 charges total. Should I replace 10 with 20? Or 20 with 10, excuse me?
You wrote down that it has 20?
I have 20 somehow, so
maybe
I can
it's because
fix that one.
When you use the last charge, you have to roll a d20?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but can't you recharge it somehow?
Yeah, it recharges it on.
Okay.
As long as he doesn't run out, he doesn't have to roll for it. So
I'll make sure to keep better track of that. I'm sorry about that.
not a big deal.
I'm going to presume we get to rest and go back up to full health.
Yeah, he would be at. I mean, you leveled up, so technically, when you go to bed, you level up. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, I still got to do Vigo's level up.
Yep. You got time.
I'm a bad person.
At least you know.
Yes, I do. Thank you. Okay.
At least you know.
I think I got my Sunblade correct. No, it's why does it give me a plus 10 attack? Because it does 7 radiant damage. No, sorry. Testing.
Was it?
He's testing.
I'm testing the Sunblade, see if I got it inputted correctly.
So you should be able to just drag it over from.
I'd say I tried to do it myself and use the little window and typed it in, and
It looks like it. It looks like you did it right.
I just
Yeah,
click the
5
Sunblade
dice,
to roll the
precision.
damage.
yeah, I don't get this whole what's that all that gobbledygook stuff.
Well, I don't know what that is. Click the
Something repeating attack.
under the 19. Click the Sunblade real quick. Yeah, so there's your damage.
But no, but
0
okay,
plus
but
5, 6.
no, it's rolling. It rolled 0. It
Yeah,
said
that's
rolling
wrong.
0. So
Yeah, that's wrong.
Let's take a look at your sheet. Here we go. Oh, it's a D8, right?
no, it's
The D6 one-handed.
Okay.
it's a D6 one-handed or D8 two-handed.
I'll try it.
Okay.
Now just click the Sunblade that way you can see damage roll.
Well, isn't it
Rolling that one.
isn't it a +2 weapon?
It is a +2 weapon, so I'm
Okay, so the proficiency bonus, he's not getting the +2 to hit, and
The damage is rolling now.
he's getting the +2 to damage. He's
Right.
not getting the +2 to hit.
There you go. I put it in there.
okay. Good catch, thank you. So let's try that again. There's my result. Okay.
There's a +2 modifier. 1d6 plus dex plus.
Keep rolling that one. What the hell?
There you go.
Oh, that seemed to work out.
All right. Roll it again. I want to see if what I did did something correctly.
Right.
And then damage. So there. So the bottom right one will be when you're against undead.
Okay, cool.
So you don't have to click it on and off every time.
Oh, thank you. So okay, so he would have hit with a 30.
Yep.
Done 13 radiant to a normal creature,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3 additional damage to an undead.
Correct.
Cool. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Obviously, you know how to add sneak attack damage.
Yeah, I just tapped that button because it doesn't matter what I use for a weapon. The sneak attack's always the D6.
Correct.
Okay.
The
And
multiple
I'll just once
D6s.
right, and then I'll have to updo his leveling up, and that will change when I do that. But since you're here, do that real quick.
Yep. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to find my darn book.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Silas,
Yes.
what 8th level spells did you pick?
I went with holy. I went with holy aura.
And what does Holy Aura do?
Not as much as I want it to do.
No, I think that's just a useful spell because I figure if I'm in the fray where like how I have been, at least it gives us disadvantage on attack rolls. So that's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. So see, Eric, even this would mess up Vigo's stealth. And it's just, how long does this last? Oh, concentration. Okay, cool.
All right, I'm back. I found my fell down the side of the dresser there.
That sounds like a really cool buff spell for the entire party there, Silas.
To be quite frank, I did it based on what would sound cool, spell wise for the flavor of cleric I've been going with, and I think this works.
Mm-hmm.
It's for me. This is more flavorful than the rest,
Okay.
from what I could tell.
Yeah, you don't really have the best choice of spells for 8th level as a cleric. There's not many, and they're not terribly good.
Okay, so Vigo gained 2 hit points, pushing up to a maximum of 80.
Solid.
I don't want to hear any laughing from Albero at Vigo's maximum being something around half of his maximum.
Well, our DM will always have a good power word kill target.
Okay. Yep. Oh, okay, hold on. Haha. At 15th level, as a thief, not a rogue, a thief, people, remember this. At 15th level, I have acquired greater mental strength. You gain proficiency in wisdom saving throws. I have a slippery mind.
Something slippery about you, all right, but I'm not sure it's your mind.
I was going to say. Oh, and at 14th level, I had blind sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I can locate anything around me within 10 feet. And I still haven't made use of my 13th level, which is use magic device. So I wonder what kind of staff Vance carries with him. I'm sure I could make use of it. I'm sure it'd be very, very well used in my hands. Probably far more
It
creatively than
actually
his.
really would be. That is actually something we probably should get you. Yeah. That's the one that says you can use any magical item regardless of its
class, race, and level requirements.
Level requirements, right? Yeah. That's actually something. That's actually something we probably should get you is some kind of staff of magical mumbo jumbo to give you probably to give you like an AoE attack. Because I think that's probably that'd be good. Because I think your single target damage is good, but you could use an AoE attack and then maybe
a wand would work as well. It doesn't have to be a staff.
Yeah, a wand would work. Yep. But yeah.
Yeah, no, something to think about.
Would be good. I think that would be something to look for.
Okay, so that's 15. I roll my hit points, and I think that's all I do. Anything else? Let's see. No ability score increase. Sure. Nope.
Okay. That's what next level is that next level? That should be next
16.
level.
I think 16.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay.
I need to go to planning.
Okay. All right, level 15 and 80 hit points is really all he's got. Okay, now we go to change this one. For some reason, and I don't understand why, if I go to D&D Beyond, which is a great resource, kids, if I go to D&D Beyond, it says that it says Vigo has a +6 to his initiative, and he has a 19 armor class. But if I look at, also for some reason says his dex is 22. Why is that?
Well, the dex of 22 explains the +6 initiative.
Yep.
Oh, it would, yeah. But on my Roll20 character sheet, he's only got a 20 dexterity and an 18 armor class. So,
yep. Well, that dexterity also explains the armor class changes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would, but I don't know where the +2 comes from.
Right. And nothing should get you up there unless, did we get a book of manual dexterity at any point in the campaign?
I don't believe so.
He's got an Ioun stone, but that I thought pushed him to 20.
Right.
Oh, that might be it. You have a base. Do you have a natural of? Do you only have a natural of 18 in dexterity?
Let me check. Hold on. Let me see.
And or does the Ioun stone, can it push you past 20?
Nope. Maximum of 20 with the Iron Stone.
Okay, so either way, it'd be wrong.
Yeah, so there's something. So I did something. So I've done something funny with his stats. Okay. Let's see. Dexterity. He had a base of 15, gets a racial bonus +2. I gave him miscellaneous bonus of +2 from the. Where's that from? I did an ability adjustment to give him a +1, so that 15 +2 +1. That got him to his 18.
Iron Stone pushes
I've
you to
got
20.
The Ioun stone sounds like the miscellaneous one.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I've got an other modifier of 2 here also. Did I get a book at some point?
I don't think I handed out any of those books, did I? Oh no, I handed out the Manual of Bodily Health. That's the only one I've handed out.
And I don't.
Con.
Right.
Yeah, and that wouldn't Vigo. So I don't recall what the other +2 is, but as I have no note on it. So if I take that off, that'll take him down to a total of 20. So then the sheets will match up. Okay.
There you go.
I'm trying to remember what that was for.
The baby girl has
Maybe
stone.
maybe that was just an ability score increase that you took because you wanted to free up the Ioun stone slot.
Maybe that's what it was. Okay.
Mhm.
So then that means I could drop the Ioun stone.
Mm-hmm.
That would keep him. So if I did that, then the miscellaneous. So then I got to see his equipment's got to give him the +2 somewhere. Because I'm not inputting the +2 miscellaneous bonus. That's coming from something else. Let me turn that off and let's go see. Yep. Okay. So if I turn off the Ioun stone now, he keeps his 20, and it frees up spot. So that means, haha. Oh, you're gonna hate me. I can attune to both the
There you go.
Sunblade and the Blink Dagger at the same time.
There you go.
Good.
You have a pixie wing flying thief
And you could dual wield them.
because they're both finesse weapons.
Yeah, they're both finesse weapons, and one of them's a dagger, so it's solid. There you go. Dagger's light.
Okay, so question for the DM.
Uh-huh.
All right. So question for the DM. Albero is a warforged, essentially.
Yep.
Okay. Is it still possible for him to teach?
Why would it?
Could he teach Vigo? Does he have any fighter levels? how would Vigo dip into fighter to far enough to get action surge?
2 levels.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
And
thinking like
if I-
story wise. How does it?
yeah, how does that happen?
Nope. He is a pure paladin by the looks of it.
Okay.
You can inquire if you want to save your. Are you dipping into fighter now, or are you thinking the next 2 levels?
Next 2 levels.
Okay.
Well, wait, I gotta see what the class bonus for 16 is.
So
Um,
ability score at 16, and then 17 is a whole extra turn. 17's hard to give up for a thief.
Oh.
17 is just a whole extra turn all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really
That's
good. It's the saving grace of thief,
getting a
because
high enough thief.
all their other abilities are decently lackluster comparative to the other options. But that one's he's probably got the best capstone of a subclass in Rogue. Is the look, I just have an extra turn. Yay!
Oh, jeez. Wow, that's so.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
a little hard to give up.
So here's the question then. So in 2 levels, Vigo could get an extra turn, or he could dip into fighter 2 levels and be able to action surge. But would have to ask the DM up front, could he then backstab twice?
what with your
Would
sneak attack
would
damage?
either could he sneak attack twice, either as a 17th level thief, or if he dipped into fighter and got action surge, could he action surge and get the second sneak attack damage in 1 round? Now, granted, I mean,
So there is a way.
Okay, Garrett, go ahead. Eric, go ahead. I'm gonna think through what I'm thinking right now. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so there is a way. So you can't get sneak attack more than once on a turn.
Right.
You can, however, get it more than once on a round.
Yes.
A
So
popular way to take advantage of this, which was a very big contention in the playtest because they changed some rulings, it didn't work, and then people got really angry about it, so they changed it back, so that still works because it was a fun little bit of tech, is you can take your attack on your turn, get your sneak attack damage, and then you use action surge, and you hold your attack until anything happens on the next turn, and then you go, I hit him again. And then that gets you sneak attack again. So that's a very popular way to get sneak attack twice on a round. He does use your reaction, but that is a solid way to get it on your thingy. There's other ways to do it that usually require another person to help, something similar to like it's usually provoking opportunity attacks in weird ways, or fighters. The Battlemaster fighter has an ability that can give one of your allies the command.
Yeah.
It's usually not worth it unless you're giving it to a rogue or a paladin that's going to smite, but that's so that's how you would, in the rules, would get to that.
Okay, so for example, all right. Now this is my thought. If okay, so round 1, Albero lines up to face off against Dragon Rider, and they're swapping blows. Vigo sneaks into position behind the Dragon Rider and uses his attack and then gets sneak attack damage on round 1. Okay. If Vigo has dipped into fighter and action surges, he says, I action surge for another attack, and the trigger will be if the Dragon Rider moves or attacks Albero again. So the next round comes up, the Dragon Rider goes first. He attacks Albero. Vigo's held action from round 1 triggers, and Vigo sneak attacks on the Dragon Rider's turn of round 2. Then Albero goes, and then Vigo gets his whole new round 2 turn, and could sneak attack again on round 2.
Yes.
Okay, so to me, after round 2, Vigo has already used his action surge as a fighter. He cannot action surge again.
Correct.
But if Vigo were to stay a pure thief and get the second turn ability at 17th level, could he do the exact same thing except at the end of his normal turn on round 2, state the same thing? I hold my second attack action, and if the Dragon Rider strikes at Albero again, I will attack him a second time. That held action holds until the beginning of round 3. The Dragon Rider swings at Albero again. Vigo gets a second sneak attack on the Dragon Rider at the beginning of round 3, and then when Vigo's normal turn comes around after that, he just normally attacks and then holds his action again.
Well, so the extra
second, and then on round 3, because he's holding his action, he's holding his second action, he gets to sneak attack again at the beginning of round 4. Normal attack or hide during round 4, hold second attack action, and then beginning of round 5, he gets to sneak attack again.
So it's only the first round of combat that the rogue gets the second action in that turn.
Yeah.
Or in the round.
Oh, okay.
And it's at minus your initiative minus 10 is when your second attack goes through, your second turn.
Okay.
So essentially,
so it's not every turn he gets a second turn. It's during the first round he gets a second turn.
Correct.
So
essentially, what you could going both paths gets you in either way. Going both paths will get you a second sneak attack in the first round of combat. Going the rogue path will get you a full turn, including bonus action, movement, not needing to just do sneak attack. That the fighter will get you the fighter things.
Right.
Plus
fighter hit points.
Some fighter hit points. But I mean, you could, if you're worried about hit points, you could take, for your ability score improvement, you could take tough as a thing, and that'd boost your hit points dramatically. But
you act like you keep getting dropped, Vigo.
I mean, I've only talked to Madame, more times than Silas has.
Directly, at least.
Yeah. You've seen her more times, that's for sure.
I have. Next time I show up for tea, I have to bring the crumpets.
Yeah, but both ways will get you to on the first round of combat, you can take the extra sneak attack action, except the fighters requires a short rest to be able to do it again, whereas the rogue just happens every time we roll initiative.
Okay. Vigo's going to stay true to the course. I'm not deviating.
Now,
wanted to ask.
Now, if you wanted to do it after 17th level and go 18, 19 into fighter, that would give you a third sneak attack
once
on the first round of combat,
or two sneak attacks first round get two, and they have a second one held in reserve later.
Correct. A lot of sneak attack,
which would be pretty scary.
And at 17, you go to 96 for your sneak attack.
Yeah. I like that idea, Eric, too. So Vigo will stay true for the next 2 levels, get that bonus full move.
So in the meantime, in your downtime, you can work on training to become a fighter.
Yes. So I can
you want to
work with Albero.
Systematically make it
work. Start playing the Rocky theme, or in Vigo's case, instead of being the Rocky theme, would it be the Pebble theme? Start doing a few more crunches and stop carousing so late. But yeah, so I think in game wise, yeah, my intention is stay through 17 as a thief, and then for 18, 19, cross train over into a couple levels of fighter. So you have that plan in your head, Mr. DM. Thank you, Eric, for that great explanation. And thematically, we'll work that in the gameplay as downtime or whatever.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
So that I
I'm
like
here
is a
too,
very good
if you
idea.
didn't know.
I saw
just,
you.
lurking in the shadow.
So I put in the game memes a training montage of somebody training you how to punch and whatnot and be a fighter.
There we go.
Oh.
That's how Vigo trains with Albero.
Yes.
What is this?
In the game meme channel.
Oh,
It's Poe
Oh.
training a little panda. He's just holding his head.
so we were discussing, if you just came in, we all moved up to 15th level now.
Okay.
And I was asking the question for Vigo, what would happen if he dipped into fighter for 2 levels to get action surge, and could I somehow manage to get a second sneak attack during combat? So Eric and Brandon were helping me understand that at 17th level, in 2 levels for a thief character or rogue class, automatically get a full extra turn on the first round of combat. So not just an action, but bonus action, reaction. Is it reaction or just movement?
No, you get your reaction back.
Yeah.
So you get
2
Hold
full
on.
turns.
So I get 2 reactions.
Yep.
Cool.
They don't get to stack, so you'd have to use it between your initial
I understand.
roll and then the -10 of whatever that was.
Right.
Yeah, so if you roll a 22, let's say, and nobody rolls above a 12, you'll technically go twice in a row.
Correct.
Do you have to roll for our hit points? I forget.
Yes, you did.
It was whatever you chose to at the beginning of the campaign.
I can't. I wasn't here.
When you started leveling up, did you do? Yeah, roll. Just roll. You
Okay.
reroll ones.
Okay.
Vigo rolled a 2.
You reroll ones once.
5. Okay.
So what we were discussing the options and possibilities, and so we figured out that getting the full second turn at 17th level thief rogue type characters was a better option, and then Vigo will actually look at dipping into fighter for levels 18 and 19 after that to get action surge. So theoretically at 19th level or 17 thief 2 fighter, Vigo could actually do 3 sneak attacks in a combat. In fact, on the first round, if he wanted to. So the thought was that Albero is who Vigo would look at to be his trainer to learn how to be a fighter.
Sure.
Because Vigo's an honest soul. There's not a.
I don't take it easy on my troops, though.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to either. And here's a can of mineral oil for those sockets and joints. Don't ask where I got it. That nun didn't seem to need it anymore, so I brought it to you. But that's why the Poe training montage came up in the meme channel.
Okay. By the way, I'm just looking this up and going, I just hit my spells here. There are a bunch of new spells. Are those all available to me?
Yes.
Sick. I don't even know what a lot of these are.
Choose which ones to prefer. I have a lot of extra books / modules and things like that. And Mel, I am updating Coral right now because she's 15 as well with you.
Okay. I'm kind of looking through doing my level up.
Oh, also, Albero, Vigo did take the Sunblade.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a scimitar. You didn't want it anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't have done me any good. I mean, not any good, but He likes big swords.
The trick is going to be that Vigo plans to dual wield the Sunblade and the Blink Dagger.
Ah.
So you have your training cut out for you.
Good thing I'm not undead.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. But
Not dead yet. Yeah.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah.
so that's what we've been discussing while we had the time to do so.
I put in the chat the things I'm looking to buy.
Yeah, I just saw it.
The planning. Yeah. And then I'm guessing the 5,360 gold pieces is what everybody gets.
Mel, is that correct?
Say that again. Sorry.
So I see in here there's you did some math and saying there's 5,360 gold pieces that everybody gets. Is that true?
Here, let me double check. I did not
Damn,
have
some
that.
of these spells are
Okay.
crazy.
Yes, 5,360 gold pieces for each person. Because we have 5, right? We have 5 active players.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yep.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, unfortunately, Casey / Todd's military career is in the way of our D&D. Some bullshit.
Rude.
No, I appreciate
thank
him
him like
serving our
always.
country and keeping us all safe.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
And just a reminder, I will be out of pocket for the next 3 weeks.
You will be out of pocket?
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to Gen
Con.
Con.
Right.
And then I'm traveling up to go see some other friends. And at some point, I'm supposed to drive through New York.
Yay!
I
mean,
so I have an
who are you going to see in
excuse.
New York?
Nobody special, nobody important.
Oh, that right.
Well, in actual New York, nobody.
Oh. Is Syracuse
The
not
state
part of New
of
York?
the state of New York.
In the state.
Yeah, in the state of New York,
Nowhere.
I will be. I won't see anybody really important or special at all. And then I'm gonna be stopping to see a few other friends on my semi-annual travels, and then I'll be home around 21st, 22nd of the month. So I should be, definitely that third week by year. But for at least the next 2 weeks, I'm out of pocket. The third week's in question.
He's going to bribe the DM on his way through New York State.
That's the intention. That'll get me out of the third week. So.
Looks like I can ride Cora, and she can fly with me on her back now.
Awesome. Vigo's been doing that for a while. Did you finally, get around to that too?
We didn't. Apparently, we didn't have the perfect bond yet. Perfected bond. I guess you guys had the perfected bond first.
Now she's large, so she can carry you instead of being medium
I know, I'm
size
just
carrying
joking.
the proper size person.
So that roll I
weird.
did,
It's so weird.
that just goes to my hit point total, right?
Well, Vigo was
I already
using
upped her. I already upped her
itchy
hit
wings
points.
to help out a little.
Well, like even
I'm
if
going
she
through the
was
thing right now.
even if she was small, it wouldn't have been able to carry her, but it would still be able to carry you.
Right.
Even if I was a proper size person, it wouldn't have been able to carry me.
Correct.
Technically, no.
But it's
like,
so weird.
But like Vigo never rode her into battle, as far as like for attacking purposes.
Like it specifically you are the only one that's not allowed to ride them until 15th level. Everybody else, as long as they're the right size, can ride them. It's weird.
So Silas, you want a lot of diamonds.
This only technically 4 diamonds.
Okay, you want
Didn't
some
Albero want diamonds
expensive
also?
diamonds.
Or no, I already have the expensive ones. I already have 2 500 gold piece diamonds somehow.
Albero's looking for 300 gold worth of diamonds for the Revivify, and then 100 of powdered silver and iron. Albero, you'll easily be able to get 100 gold worth of powdered silver and iron. That's not an issue.
Yeah.
How cold do the diamonds have to be before Albero blues are acceptable?
How cold?
Yeah, because if they're hot, you know. Vigo's got friends. I'm not above finding some, something that is might have fallen off the back of a wagon earlier that day. How hot or cold do the gems have to be before Albero will accept
That's
them?
a question for Albero, not the DM.
They could be removed from the settings, and then you can't tell them apart. So there's all kinds of ways. Oh, and some of that powdered gold, that might have been the setting they had been in previously.
One shot heist
all
for
this
Vigo to
is
steal some diamonds.
all this is and possible to acquire. It just how long do we have?
I was like, you guys technically have as long as you want. You're not in a rush for the next one, but yeah, you want to keep continuing, but you're not in a rush to you don't need to rush off immediately onto the next goal right now. So, like I said, we have a little bit of downtime. You guys can do some research, things like that.
So, can my reliquary be a shoebox-sized casket that has surrounded by black diamonds with graven dirt inside of it?
Yes.
Wait, you're carrying this around?
Yes.
And how big is this box?
Shoebox size?
Shoebox size. Okay.
So hold on.
Unless
Say that again.
I want a bronze shoebox-sized coffin that is encrusted with in whatever symbol, I don't think we agreed on one, of Madame's, and inside of it is graven dirt.
Okay.
I gotta ask.
What is this
Both
for?
Vigo and I both want to know, what is this for?
That's what the DM wants to know
This
too.
this is for Holy Aura.
Oh, okay.
This is my reliquary.
I know you.
I had to look up what that means. It's like a box it's a container for relics.
The answer is yes. Because at minimum, Mood can make one for you.
Yeah.
Yep. As long as we have the material for it.
How many diamonds do you people think Vigo's going to come up with? I do have some gold coins. I have 293 gold coins, in fact. Black diamonds.
So I guess
specific.
Technically, it would then only need to be 500 gold piece worth of material, because when you make it, you only, because you sell things for half what you buy, and you build things for half what you buy. So I guess it only needs to be.
Yeah, because for Madame, you would need to create this yourself, but with Mood's help, it's easy enough to do. So knock off 500 gold of your personal worth of materials that you need to get it.
Okay.
Is this really something he has to pay, or does the party have a slush fund?
That's
because what he's using it for is the party's benefit.
I'm okay with paying for this because at the end of the day, it's going to be whatever we have left I'm gonna go pretty much on like a crusade, not a crusade, a pilgrimage. wrong religious term. Let's get this one straight. A pilgrimage probably, and I want to keep as much stuff as possible of these types of supplies. So this one would be for a personal use.
Silas is going on a crusade, everybody. Watch out.
That would be that'd be the second most scary person to go on a crusade, I think, in this party.
Yep.
You think who do you think would be scary to go on a crusade?
Oh, it would be Hope or Mood.
True. You got me on that one.
The fact that you had to ask that.
Well, everybody's got different opinions.
Mostly because like it would just be chaos reigns. Sorry, but and with Silas going on a crusade, it's just going to be, oh, everybody dies. That's the end of the campaign. It's like he finally breaks, not being able to meet Madame, and everybody else gets to.
So here's a question that I just read a spell, and then I'm like, huh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is a funny one that's gonna that I think technically fits.
Uh-oh.
How much coal is 500 gold pieces worth of coal?
Oh God, why?
So I have the spell fabricate, right?
Okay.
I had it a while ago. So that lets you turn raw materials into
God.
objects.
Uh,
So you could take the coal and turn it into the diamond. I think technically, if you had the amount of coal required to turn it into a diamond.
I will
Hey,
say.
I saw
From
Christopher
reading it.
Reeve do it.
From reading it, it's kind of it does fit, even though it's a little bit.
I saw Christopher Reeve do it, so I know it's possible.
Oh, okay. Just because Christopher Reeve was able to do it as Superman.
I still saw
I
it.
believe the character, Smallville kid. What was his name? Who played Superman? Who played Clark Kent in Smallville? I forget his name for life. But he does it in one of the episodes as well when he proposes to Lana Lang.
Yeah, Superman can make diamonds out of coal.
But
there you go.
anyways,
2 examples.
Anyways, for the purpose of this, I will say you're able to supply it for one of his diamonds.
So, because I couldn't find that much coal.
Yes.
Okay. If I went to the elemental plane of Earth, there's got to be a lot there, right? I mean, there's probably a lot of diamonds there already, but I mean, I don't know. That's a lot of questions.
Quit trying to circumvent my economy.
I was like, do we rain diamonds? I mean, once we hit 17th level, that happens anyway.
Fair.
But we got 2 levels to get there.
I feel like we've kind of have circumvented the economy, but it's been because right now I'm like, how do I even spend 4,000 gold? And I was like, oh wait, I just spent almost that much on one spell item.
Yep. I will say, scouring the town, Silas, you're able to find the other 3 diamonds you need.
Okay.
You didn't want to ask for help?
Well, I'm assuming he gets help from you guys.
I was gonna say, I mean, I know a guy. I might know a guy. I might know a guy. Don't ask too hard where it came from.
There's just a chunk of mountain missing in the distance, and I was like, I found a lot of coal. Here's a diamond.
Oh, I hate you so much. I will say also, El Barrow, you are able to
Yeah.
find a shop that has an animated shield. It's 10,000 gold pieces.
Woo. Hmm.
Well, let's see. Okay. We just made 5,000 gold apiece. And 448 platinum pieces each. So do the conversion of those two first.
Is there a market for exotic pets?
Hold on.
Man, what is it, 10 to 1 for platinum?
Yes.
You said how much platinum? Hold
Oh,
on.
no, 100 to 1. In
It is.
Yeah.
It's 100 to 1.
It
So
was
wait a minute, so-
one more time. Those numbers.
Wait. Okay, so 5,360 gold pieces. This is in the planning Discord chat from Mel.
Okay.
And there's also 448 platinum pieces each. Now,
So,
is it 10 to 1 or 100 to 1 for platinum
So-
gold?
so
It's
hold
100
on.
to 1.
Yes.
Hold on.
However, for
Hang on,
the
Eric.
purposes of the Dragon Horde loot, theirs was 10 to 1. So,
Oh, okay.
So
there's
that's 4,480
yeah.
gold.
So you guys got a total of 62,239 golden coinage. So divide that by 5. Minus 500 from what Vigo stole. I mean, liberated.
I protest. I was attempting to distract the dragon.
Protest all you want.
So I do have enough gold for that shield.
62,239.
Interesting. It would be really nice to have. That's for sure.
So you ultimately each got 12,000 gold. That's before any what you decide are put in a party chat. Party funds.
We were going to split that as another person,
Okay.
right? Yeah, I think we were going to split that as another person.
Yeah. So you
So
each
if
got
split that as another person.
So we'll say you each got 10,290 gold from the Dragon Horde. And that's what went into the
Okay.
party loot as well.
I was wondering if you guys wanted me
Alright,
to
there we
like
go.
actually add it all up into gold pieces.
It's just easier in the long run, Mel. You guys are at the point where nothing's going to cost silver or copper, or it's just going to be minimal. And I won't make you. I'll like say
Okay,
it.
so basically you get 290 gold pieces and an animated shield.
I already typed it all into my sheet.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
that's
that's
awesome
good.
with that,
That's
Mel.
good. That's good. Everything but the platinum pieces were correct. So just
What was wrong with the platinum pieces?
it was basically divide the amount of platinum pieces you got by 10.
Yep.
And that's how many you actually got. And then you should be fine. It was only from the Dragon Door.
From what we just got?
Yes, from what we just got, basically the platinum was wrong. It should have been a factor
No,
of
it's
10
not.
lower. No.
500.
Brandon gave us the wrong number.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
DM's
The number
fault.
you have there is correct. It's just he gave us the wrong number, and he's realizing that now, so he's fixing that right now.
Too late. No fixing that.
Oh, Mel lost all of her gold and platinum and silver and bronze.
They were all mimic coins.
It's weird how that happens.
They're not.
Okay, Mel, don't worry. I've
don't
got
know what to
293
fix.
gold pieces
There's
you can
too
have.
many spells to look at and try and I don't have the attention span to read all these.
So
Figure out what I want.
So whatever spell you do for the most part is going to use up your action. Because your bonus action is always going to be like aura to attack. For the most part.
Right. But I want to have fancy stuff to try and help. Sometimes.
So I will say this, and Eric will agree with me. Conjure Woodland Beings is really good.
Who's that?
Or at least it used to be.
No, it is, but it's a little hard to use.
Yeah, it's concentration. So
well, no, it's concentration.
Oh, here.
It's a little hard to maneuver correctly. it's a bit difficult to actually use in play. Yes?
Says your 8 owls going through my Temple of the Mad Mage in Adventure League.
That, again, it depends on the pilot of that spell.
That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's a little, yes, it's a very powerful spell, but it's a little difficult to use.
So, Mel, something for you,
Uh-huh.
like for example, would be like absorb elements would be good. 'Cause that's a
That'd be great.
reaction to take half of an element's damage. Oh, what?
Like, okay, do I need to hold on to Goodberry?
Probably not, since we will never really have to worry about food.
We've never
because
we've never used it. Never
Well,
seems like we needed to use it.
we have because because it was our food, essentially. Essentially, if we were ever traveling, because you had that spell, we could ignore the fact that we needed to track food. It was just, you exist so that you're feeding everyone in the party, so we don't have to worry about food.
Mhm.
But since now we never have to travel again, unless someone gets trapped in a really weird place that's like very specific, it's not going to come up again because of my character's existence. So
Right.
that spell was doing a lot. It just you never actually needed to use it, if that makes any sense.
Right. Yeah.
So
you were
like,
using it
that
without
spell was a
actively
lifesaver.
saying, "Hey, I'm casting Goodberry and feeding everybody for the day."
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, it was just like it was one of those assumed things for like, oh, if we ever had to travel like X days that way, which we did a few times, I think.
Yeah.
Especially when we were level like 10 and 11, when we didn't have massive amounts of transportation magic. That was what we were using to eat. So you don't need to keep that up right now, no.
Okay.
I'm looking at your different spells here.
I'm only I can only add one, right?
Well,
I mean, I can change
we
them
can
around,
adjust
but I'm
your
only
other
adding.
one, but not two.
Well, I just did that. I think because I like deselect one and then select another, right? And that's I can switch them. Just like I sit there and I stare at my spells. I'm like, is there something I can do other than send Cora in to die and do Hunter's Mark? Is there something else I can do?
I mean, you're a ranger. You shoot people. That
I mean,
I just linked another spell that you have available to you. Cordon of Arrows is on there. The level 3 spell or level 2 spell.
it's in the level 3s. Which one is that?
It's level 2.
The
called
barrage?
Cordon of Arrows. About maybe a quarter of the way down on level 2 spells under silence.
Level 2.
It would give you some protection around you. And this is also something we can do in the off week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you don't get to get
Right, but we didn't get to it last week.
Right. No, I know. Someone was too busy playing
Okay.
Minecraft to hang out with me. So,
that was Thursday on.
Oh, my apologies.
Where's the rest of them? Yes, I might have fallen down the Minecraft rabbit hole.
Harfang's Hoarfrost. It's a 4th level 4th level ranger spell. Is actually quite good.
Yeah, that
was
would
it
be good
called?
for you as well. It's called Harfang's Hoarfrost. It's in the level 4 on the very bottom. Oh, halfway down. It uses one of your bonus actions, but it's really good because it gives you extra cold damage.
Really good. That's really good. It won't be good against the white dragon, but it's good against every other dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2d8 extra damage on the next 6 attacks you make.
Yeah.
That seems pretty good.
And it's not concentration either, which is nice.
Yep.
It lasts for an hour. And it
Put
only
that on
uses up
before you go.
after 6 hits too.
Is it hits or attacks?
Oh no, but duration or
Attacks.
until you make
So
it.
it's the
Yeah.
so it's basically like 6 pieces of ammunition will have this property.
Yeah.
Which is still
Bonkers.
decently bonkers.
Your bow was right. It was rolling all your bonuses in the first number and then doing the archery and the -5 in the second number. So it's technically
Okay.
right.
Okay.
So
Did you do it? Does it need to be updated now that it had the new thing added to
your
it?
bow
or
is correct.
okay.
I done fixed it. I'll be right back.
Okay. Is there any creature that, as a party, we would want as a pet?
We have Cora.
Mm-hmm.
If we can find a dragon egg, I can have it. I can have
Oh,
it.
that would be cool.
I have a spell
I mean,
now that I didn't
Cora-
have before.
Cora will like show affection to the party members, but we can't think of her really as a pet.
She's Vigo's fishing and flying buddy.
She's your buddy, yeah. She has intelligence.
Where was?
How about we get like a huge mastiff, like a war
Oh, that'd be cool.
mastiff?
Well, I'm thinking something.
The only other campaign that I played, we were like going into this I don't know, underground cave, and there was wolves and we were fighting them, and then I don't remember one of them ended up having to have a leg, like the leg, we heard it. Because the person, our party member, just went in attacking instead of like trying to be, talk to them or something. So I ended up with a 3-legged wolf as like a companion. And I even like paid to have a whole like leather lead and like and stuff made, and the campaign stopped.
Well, that's kind of cool. I mean, I like when that happens in a campaign where things roll along and you wind up with this. I've heard of other campaigns where the characters decided, instead of killing some little goblin, they adopted the thing and gained its trust, and then it actually became helpful to them for part of the campaign, and then the party took a fireball to the face at one point, and the goblin failed to save, so they actually were upset over the fact that the goblin with 4 hit points died to a fireball. But I like when that happens in a game. Hey, listen, to all the viewers, go ahead and post something in the comments and hit the like button about some great adventure you've had with something like that in your campaign.
And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
What a fantastic idea! Always. So.
I almost never do that. Like and subscribe to this channel, yay! No, not me. People want to do it, cool. Not a big deal. I'll do it.
Brandon, you never answered my question.
What was your question? No.
No.
No. What's the question?
It was. Is there a exotic pet market?
Oh yeah, I purposely did not answer that question. No, there's not.
Oh, no.
Okay, I have to ask, why do you want an exotic pet market?
I mean, I just got the best thing to go capture exotic pets.
Oh, your Iron Flask? Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's the best thing to go capture exotic pets.
There was until the end of last session, so. Weird how that works.
I even have a place to put them now, like multiple places to put them, because I had the demiplane is a fun spell.
I love demiplane.
Oh, so much fun.
I did it with my wizard in one of the campaigns I was in.
So
and I had clones and simulacrums and everything going on there. It was great. All right, so Silas,
Yes.
diamond dust. You are able to find a shop within the city that caters specifically to dust. It'll take them about a week to get what you need, and it'll cost you about 2,700 gold to get the 2,100 gold worth that you need.
I think he needs 100 gold piece diamond dust.
Correct.
Oh, that makes it a lot easier. Easy enough to do. So
That was. I want to make sure I can cast the spells twice, of Raise Dead,
so
Revivify.
you want 2 times 300 gold. Okay.
Yes, that is my bad. I did not do a good job conveying what I
No,
wanted.
You're fine. I'm like, that's a lot of diamond and a lot of dust. I'm like trying to figure out why you need that much. So it works. That makes it a lot easier. So yeah, you can find your diamonds
Cool.
and your dust, no problem. So Mood, you don't have to fabricate diamonds for Silas.
Okay.
Unless
I think it was
you want to fabricate
more.
the diamonds in the reliquary, we'll say that's where the half of the
I was
cost is.
gonna fabricate that whole thing. Or Mood was gonna fabricate that whole thing for him.
Silas appreciates the assistance with creating the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Barrel wants a Nicholas prayer beads as well.
Yeah, I don't know if it's either one or the other, either the shield or the beads. I feel like the beads will be more useful, but more expensive.
Wait, the beads are more than 10 grand?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I guess it depends on where Brandon, where you're pulling prices from. If it's from the one thing, then yes, yes, they are much more powerful than much more expensive.
I actually haven't used Sane Magical Prices in a hot minute.
Oh, okay. So then it's up to however he's feeling.
And since you asked for it, Mel, you can have that spell scroll of Fairy Fire.
Okay.
I think I have enough magical items that I even forgot that I had one.
Would that take up one of my spell slots, or?
No, it's basically like a free spell that you could just cast because it's on your list and you're of a level to cast it. So you use up the spell scroll and it's like you cast that spell. Don't have to use a spell slot. Don't have to memorize the spell. You just have a one-off of Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Like a spell grenade.
It's like the extra AC would be good, but it only lasts for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But the beads could really come in handy, especially saving spell slots for smites instead.
I think it would depend on which beads you end up with, and then how much it is.
And well, then also the beads have some things that I can't do myself,
like
like planar
style.
ally and wind walk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It also, if I get lucky, there's a greater restoration on there that could be come in handy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
I'm on the last page.
I need you to roll me. You're fine, Mel. I need you to roll me 6 d20s. I'll barrel.
60, 20.
Oh, I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say, I'm
stop.
on the last page of upgrade of doing my level up, and it's like got a review.
Oh, each one at a time. Well, I guess.
Hold on, that's fine.
Not
Roll
doing the review and letting me
roll
hit apply
1d4 too.
changes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mel.
It's not letting me hit apply changes.
I was into it. Try again.
With the rolling?
No, I was talking about. So it has 5 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do the first 5 numbers. Did that fix it, Mel?
I'm refreshing it. No.
So 5 beads, that's not bad at all. It's second highest I could have gotten on it.
All right. So it should have saved your things to that point, Mel. Hopefully.
Oh, yeah, because that one doesn't count. Dang, that would have been a good one too. That would have been that greater restoration. I just missed it.
Yeah.
The 3 blesses.
Yeah, that makes it expensive.
Yeah, because blesses, that's easy. Fights for those anyway.
All right. So you are able to find one.
Mm-hmm.
It has 5 beads on it out of the 6 that you know them to you sometimes have. 3 of them are bless, 1 of them is smiting, and 1 of them is curing. And the total for it is 14,380 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
How much are you short?
Well, I mean, with the shield, if I had to pick between the shield and the necklace,
Uh-huh.
it would be the shield with the 3 blesses on there. I would be 14,000 gold short, or about 13 actually.
Okay, no.
What I have.
So all right. Here's the question: if you had 15 grand, and you could purchase either one, which would you pick?
The shield with those beads on there for sure, because bless is level 1, no big deal. It also requires concentration on there, or does that even count towards concentration with a bead?
Does it say you cast the spell?
No, the spell comes out of the bead.
Well, it'd be
There's
in
also-
the spell's
Hold on.
description. It'd be in the
Necklace,
bead's
you can have more than
cast it
one
as
bead
a
at a
bonus
time. To
action.
use one, you must be wearing the necklace. Each bead contains a spell that you can cast.
Yeah.
that you
That's
can
another
cast.
thing.
So it
So it's like
so
spell
you-
storing.
it would be you using the bead to cast the spell. So
And that
you
wouldn't
would
be
have
worth it. I mean, it wouldn't. Not with the. Now, if there was like a greater restoration on there, or I got a wind walk or something, I'd be
Or
like,
if it
yeah,
didn't use concentration, that'd be very
Yeah,
good. But
yeah.
it does. Yeah.
but it does. So I don't think it's worth it. And the
Okay,
cure
that's fine.
wounds is like, yeah, it might come in handy at some point if we were really in dire straits, but I don't think it's worth it. The branding smite is okay; it's an extra smite, but if I really need to use a branding smite, I'll just use a branding smite. So, yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to look for, Silas?
I think I'm good. I think until we hit like another tier, I think I'm all decked out for a good minute.
Alrighty. What about you, Hope?
Looking for things? I don't know. I guess I can't think of anything specific that. Yeah, I can't think of anything specific. I do have a question though. Did my necklace do anything? That weird. Still, I have question mark necklace that gives me +1/+1 to my spell things.
What was the name of that?
It's supposed to do something. It's supposed to level up or transform or something.
Your
but I have
weird
no idea what it
necklace,
does.
right?
Yeah, the weird necklace that's been buffing me. I mean, I'm still using it. It's one of the only things. What am I still using? I'm using that.
So your DM kind of forgot
Using-
about it.
I'm
Let me
using the other
go over it in
necklace.
the off week, and I will let you know what happens with that next week.
Okay. Yeah, because the 2 necklaces, and then I got something else.
I forgot all about that.
I'm
Oh, no,
also
I have an opening now because I don't have the amulet anymore. So I do need something that requires.
going to take the lucky feat with this level up.
Okay.
Can I find like a +3
Oh, wait, hold on.
version of the Bloodwell
Never mind.
vial thing? Because I'm using the +1 still. And I was like, can I find a +3 version of that? That's about where I should be right now.
Hold on.
Or actually, let me look at that.
Oh, that needs to wait till next level anyway. What am I talking about? We're on 15, not 16. Duh.
Yeah, but let me look at Tasha's and see if there's any sorcerer specific item. 'Cause right now I'm using the blood vial one. I just had some fun one.
I would say you could find a +2 one for about 7,500.
Not the +3?
Not at the moment. I have plans for you.
Okay.
I'm not trying to
I'll look for that.
keep you low, but I have plans for something for that for you.
Okay. Yeah, Bloodwell vial +2. Okay. I want a wizard one.
A wizard, what?
The items in the Tasha's. A lot of wizard ones that are specifically like requires a tune to buy a wizard
Oh.
for like the specific what does this one do?
I can attune to it.
You can, but it would do nothing for you. It's all spellcasting based. Yeah, it's all spellcasting shenanigans. Oh, how about what does this do? Absolutely nothing. Oh, what about this one?
Which one? Either I
Wait,
can.
hold on. I gotta read this back. What is? Do you have Tasha's in front of you?
I can
Ready?
grab my Tasha's book.
Yeah, I want you to look at Feywild Shard and tell me what you think that does.
Type what page it is in the chat real quick. I'll be right back.
127. But I am gonna get that upgrade. Turn that into a thing of 7,500 is what he said, right?
All right, 127. Feywild Shard?
Yeah. Tell me what that does. Or like what is that? Give me a summary of like what that does. The second paragraph is confusing me a smidge.
When you use the meta magic option on a spell while you're holding or wearing the shard, you can roll on the wild magic search table. The result is a spell that's too wild to be affected by your meta magic. So the result is a spell. Hold on. Wild magic search table real quick. This board book has seen a lot of days. All right, where's my wild magic? There it is. So I would say, let's say you roll a 63 on your wild magic table and it would cast Fog Cloud. It wouldn't cast. But if it's something that you cast that requires concentration, it'll last the full time and not require concentration. I don't know how much that affects you for your concentration.
Right. Okay.
Oh my god. Hope going up a size category.
I mean, she could already change her size.
No, I know.
If she feels like, or they feel. Oh. How about a Shadowfell shard? That one's a little bit more straightforward than the weird one that the Feywild shard is.
What was that, a couple pages later?
Yeah, 135.
Why not just ask for a freaking servant of Luco?
Character wouldn't use it all that much. I mean, I could put like, I mean, that'd be really funny to put the copies of Silas and Vigo into. It'd be pretty funny.
That was a fun campaign, though.
Yeah.
As an action, you can blah, 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 blah.
Yep. And basically, it'll turn my spells. It'll make them have disadvantage on things.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And knowing how Hope is, you could probably go to the Shadowfell, find something that you could rip that off of and have it. So
solid.
Because I know how Hope is.
8.
That's it for you, Eric, on that?
Yeah, I'm all set. Yeah, I'm all set until we have a plan of action.
Perfect.
Yes.
Vigo, are you looking for anything else in particular in the city or whatever? What have you? Oh, we lost Vigo.
Oh no.
We'll just give him for now.
He put something in there. B-I-A-B.
Ran away.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Mel, is
I
there
mean, I
anything
don't
you're
know,
looking for
I
in
guess.
particular?
I don't think so. Oh, that. Did that get answered?
Make an investigation check. I know what you're talking about. Your alchemy things.
Okay. One. Oh, I can't because this still didn't let me apply the changes.
Didn't?
No. Maybe I missed something. I rolled to the features. It gave me an update about what's going on. And then I did my spells. And what? Now it's showing. Now now it undid all my spells. I knew it was gonna do that. Damn it.
Hold on, it's all right. We can just move on for right now.
No, because I want that done.
We can.
I knew I should have wrote down what I picked. That one. I think. I went back through and everything was selected, and I skipped, and then I was still trying to do it, and it wouldn't let me. Oh yeah, okay. All right, there we go. Got them back. And then I go to the last page, and it's supposed to show before and after, and it doesn't.
Hit cancel on it.
Okay. What did you want me to roll for?
Investigation check. Oh, hold on before you do anything.
Okay.
What did you roll for your hit points?
4. I thought I was at 128 as my total, not 124. Before rolling.
All right, I leveled you up. You're good there. Just tell me what spells you wanted and what you want to get rid of, and I can do it on your sheets that way.
Oh, they're on here.
Oh, they are? I know I added the
that
Hoarfrost
one
one
is.
on there. I don't know if you're
The Hoarfrost. Okay, I wanted to get rid of Goodberry. And then add the one you had suggested.
Okay.
With the arrows.
Yep.
And then the essence one. Which I can't remember. It was a
The
level 1 or level
elements?
2. I can't remember. Elements, maybe.
Absorb
I think it's
elements?
Yeah.
Okay. What were you getting rid of for the other one?
I already got rid of it.
What?
The Goodberry.
Got rid of Goodberry for absorb elements.
And then I had 2 that I could pick. It let me pick 2.
Oh, it said 1 on the thing when I.
So I got
added a
that.
spell.
Our
That's fine.
things. Well, that's what it showed me in Character
You're
Mancer.
fine, I believe you. Told me
Alright,
1.
so I got the hard.
That might be why though, because you added 2 instead of 1. That's probably why I wouldn't let you. But it's fine.
But it didn't go. It didn't go like gray like it does, and so I picked another one because I didn't know how many I get. You know, I don't know nothing about it all. Why I use the Character Mancer.
What's the name of that damn spell? I linked in the chat tonight. Cordon of arrows. All right, there you go.
So here's a question for you.
All right.
Would I be able to find a stone, frost, or fire giant belt? And if so, if I traded my hill giant belt for it, how much extra would it cost me?
All right, so you want to trade in your hill giant belt
Yeah,
for
if I could find one of
stone?
those. Frost, stone, or fire. They're
Alright.
both very rares, or all 3 of them.
All right, so asking around, we'll say, you have your friends with you. You're able to trade in your hill giant belt for $2,000. You're able to find a stone giant belt for 11,000 gold, and a fire giant belt for 30,000 gold.
Woo! Yeah, that makes sense. I wish I had been around at the beginning. I feel like I don't have that much cash, even though we just found a dragon horde. Oh man. Okay.
No, we're all cut. At least I don't know what everyone else's packet. Hope doesn't have much. Mood didn't have much, but Mood never carried money. Mood just kind of takes whatever they feel like.
Sounds about right.
Is it worth?
I
So it would
think
be.
that's-
So
I
it
think
would be.
I think it's
So I
worth
would
it
trade.
for you.
I would trade the hill giant belt, and I would have to pay 9,000, is what you're saying, or are you saying it would be 7,000 if I traded in my hill giant belt?
Traded hill giant belt, it'll be 9,000.
Okay.
Is what you'll need to supply.
Can we afford the big one as a party?
The fire giant belt?
Yeah, I'd vote to give you that because that just makes you that much more effective.
I mean, that would be insane.
That'd be 28 grand you guys are looking at. I'll say with Hope or whatever, you guys could probably talk it down to about 25 after the trade-in. Another 3,000 off.
I got a blood vial I'm not doing anything with.
Your blood vial +1?
Yeah, the blood vial +1. That's what? 1,000 gold, maybe 500.
You could get about 750. We'll say 1,000 gold for the blood vial +1.
Okay.
24 grand.
24 grand?
Yep.
I think that's worth it. That you hit harder than a truck.
Yeah.
It mostly it's the to hit is what's going to be really good.
25, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Fire is 25.
It's essentially going to make you like
it would give me
10 to 20% better at just
it would give me a +7 modifier to my strength.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to make you 10% just better.
Yeah. On smites and everything.
I rolled a 17 investigation.
I know, they were just chit-chatting.
I know.
So that would give me a +13 to my attack rolls.
I'd be willing
And
to
damage.
give you 5,000 gold for that. I don't know how much is in the overall bucket, but I'd be willing to give you 5,000 gold for my own personal, so that way you can get it.
I appreciate that. Oh.
Isn't that a scroll mill?
Yeah.
Okay. So just know that it's a one.
But I looked up in the compendium and I couldn't find it, so I don't know how to add it. I guess I could just try and search it online and add it.
Well, because it's not a spell that you're gonna keep; it's gonna go away. I just want you know what I mean?
Oh, so it's a use once kind of thing?
Spell scrolls are a one and done unless you're a wizard.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Well, can we still add it to my list of things I have so that I have the information for it?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Well, okay, so that would be. So that's it would be 19,000 with the 5,000 from Silas. I have 12,000. So I'd need another 7,000 to get that belt.
The party fund has at least 5. It's however much we just got.
10,000.
Does it have 10,000?
You guys just got 10,000. I don't know if it has more than that or not.
Oh, we just got 10,000. So the party fund has enough to cover the rest?
Yeah. That would need to be on a party vote. For
we're just
sure.
missing Vigo to vote on it? So I guess, yeah,
Vigo may input something different as well. So,
yeah, that's true.
because sometimes he likes to be nice and donate his fundage. I don't know what he has. So,
We'll see when he comes back.
um,
Because that would definitely be more advantageous than having that shield. All right, I have 20 AC, and when I go into haste, I have 22. So it's either like, do you want me to burn down someone, or do you want me to tank them? That's
No,
that's the question.
You should have both.
I wish I could get both.
Can you
That
not get
shield,
both?
the shield is 10,000, so by itself. So the shield and the belt together, after your negotiations as Hope, would be 35 grand altogether.
And how much do we have?
Well, right now I'm missing 7,000. To get both,
Sure.
I would be missing 17,000.
Okay, so we're 17 short.
17 short to get the shield and the belt, which
Right.
would that would up.
Do you have the?
That would turn me
Do
into
you
a
have the
Super
attunement
Saiyan.
slots for it?
Well, I would probably trade.
The belt flips
No,
out.
no, well, yeah, no. The belt. I have 2 attunement slots right now that are taken. I have 1 available for the
Okay,
shield.
so the shield takes the. So yeah, so it's.
Because I'm losing
I
the
think it's
hill.
definitely worth it.
I'm losing the hill to get the fire, which
Right.
1-to-1 there on attunement, and then the shield would be the extra one.
I think it's definitely worth it.
Because if I had haste on with the shield up, I'd have 24 AC.
How much?
And I'd be able to stand in front of a lot of stuff with 24 AC and
How
just
much?
wail away.
Wait, hold on. How much are you getting for the hill?
2,000.
Getting 2,000 for the hill? Do I have that?
Because they don't stack, so that's why I'd be trading that in, you know.
So Mood will give you 28 for that if you want to do that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
if we end up going through with it, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. So you have 800 more in this deal.
So then I would need
And
16,200 to get both, or 6,200 for just the belt.
how much does the belt turn your strength to?
21.
Oh, that's funny.
no, Hill Giant makes your strength 20.
Okay.
I thought it was
That's still
21.
funny.
I thought it was 21.
Hill Giant,
20 and 21 it's
I mean, it doesn't
Doesn't
matter
matter.
it's one half
either
dozen
way.
the other. But yeah,
Doesn't
Fire
matter.
Giant is up to 25.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Cake Man is going to be even better.
Oh my god.
Clone Vigo is now buff Clone Vigo.
That would be hilarious if we go with the belt on.
Yep, that's what I'm hoping for. So if Vigo signs off on it, we're 7K short.
That
we're
6,200 on the
short.
belt. Yeah. 16,200 for both.
Yeah, because we only the party. Well, how much did where is the party fund before this?
Would that be under party loot?
I believe.
Like what was in there? Like I guess specifically what monetarily was in there?
What I'm seeing right now on the party loot, if we're just looking at that, we have 23,970 gold in there and 570 platinum, and then
A lot
silver
of
and copper.
platinum that would be a lot of platinum we never touched.
Oh wow, there's those in there too. I might not even need the shield. Hold
Well,
on a second.
anything with a name next to it is taken. Speaking of Silas, you still have the instant fortress we have never set up, correct?
I'm looking at that right now.
And we fought so hard to get that too.
Who's Cedric?
We might have used it once. Cedric is a party member that was here that is no longer here.
Okay.
Yeah, so anything with the name next to it
okay, yeah.
is not there anymore. I know that for a fact. I'm not sure about the coinage.
What staff is in there? What amulet is in there?
We probably
I'm sure we probably ID'd it and got rid of it or whatever the case may be. It might be the staff that's in Albero, honestly.
I
Man.
think the staff is the one that's in a barrel, and I think the amulet is the
weird one.
It might be the weird one. I don't think it was the weird one because I don't think I ever got into there.
Sigrid had the best stuff. He had the bracers of defense. He has everything I want. Who is this guy? I need to find
He's
him.
a monk. He was a monk.
Garrick, yeah.
He was a monk.
But he has a belt of fire. He has a fire giant's belt. He has the bracers of defense.
Garrick is actually off on a mission that he won't come back from. Yeah, that's Banana who pops in my chat on Twitch. He joined another Monday group while we were AFK for a bit there.
Do we want to? Well, no.
Send him a note. Hey, we're gonna need those things back.
No.
What if we sell the instant fortress?
I was thinking that, but I'm like, it's still a really good item that can actually come up.
Yeah, the instant fortress. Yeah,
it's slightly altered. It can't break things. That's the only difference. You can't use it as a wrecking ball like you can a normal one. The only difference. But I think didn't we put Mel in it once?
In the fortress?
Yeah.
I think once for an attack on something. I don't remember what.
Yeah, didn't we put Mel on top of the tower once?
I don't remember if I was
good sniper
in it,
for her?
but I think we pulled it out once.
Yeah, I think we put.
Didn't we pull it out when we got to the plains?
Yeah,
Where
that's
the
what we did.
obsidian
We
dragon
we popped it. We when we were fighting when we were just fighting the Ash Phoenixes, we popped that out, and we used that as our base of operations to fight from.
Right.
Dunnigan has a flame tongue greatsword too. Dunnigan. That would have been nice.
I miss Christian.
I do too.
Well, we'll see how much Vigo wants to pay for my training services.
That's actually a thing. Gosh.
I'm a very veteran soldier, so I can train him up real quick.
But Mr. DM, where is our party loot's actual amount of money? Do you remember?
Mel has been. I told you guys are in track of that.
Correct.
I would say.
Is this correct?
I would say somebody who has the Crown Royal bag of holding would be the one currently holding on to it all.
Right. No, not physically. Where is it? But where's like the actual numbers? Like, are these numbers the correct party loot?
I would say yes, just because I have not looked at the party loot at all. You guys are in charge of that.
Okay.
Maybe I should keep better track of it because that's a lot of platinum.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of platinum.
I don't think we've ever actually spent that much platinum before, so that makes sense. We did hit several.
You have hit several dragon
hordes.
Hordes.
We never really spent a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so we definitely have enough for party loot to fund that.
Yeah. We'll see when Vigo gets back, and we'll come to a consensus for sure.
Did we cover Mel's magic items that she wants?
I was going to say, I did go over Mel. She didn't really think of anything she needed. I don't know if you have any suggestions for her. I don't really know Rangers that well, to be perfectly honest.
Her bow's bonkers.
Yep.
She never really gets hit. Yeah, that's not much. Silas, did you have a magic item you wanted? Because I know you bought diamonds.
The only thing I can think of is upgrading my amulet of devotion, because right now it's a +1, and I think I can get up to a +3, but that's very rare. So I don't know how much that would cost, or if we could even find that.
I mean, the other thing we could do instead of the shield is if I just find some +2 armor, technically I'm not wearing armor, I can incorporate it into my armor as a warforged. Because my armor is my body.
You don't have any
Didn't we get-
AC from your
Where did-
armor right now?
No, I have AC from my armor. My body's my armor. Well, I guess the
Yeah,
adamantine.
so
I'd have to take the
You have
adamantine off.
adamantine on. It
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah, I have
give you a bonus. It gives you
adamantine. Yeah. No,
no
sorry, that's the
crit.
integrated armor that I have right now.
Yeah.
Technically, now that I think about it. Ooh, I just got Soul of Vengeance too. Awesome. Just an extra attack every round if something wants to beat on me.
So finding your amulet of the devout, Silas, would be extremely hard to do. Madame's not a very well-known goddess as far as all that goes.
That's fair.
What is the process of making one of these amulet of devouts?
It would be something that Hope or Mood would not know.
What about
currently?
What about Madame?
Madame would
Who'd-
know how to make it, and it actually would stem from Madame.
Okay. Can I
What?
go ask her if she's got one lying around somewhere?
You can,
Okay.
and she will
I'll
respond. She'll
I'll
respond
knock
to
on the door and be like, "Hi, Silas needs an upgrade. I know you don't want to see him die as much as I don't."
Silas will receive his upgrade when he is due for it. I have plans, young one. You know that.
True. Can you make this better? And I hold up Silas's own amulet.
I can instill it with some properties.
Okay.
She will turn it into a +2 for you for the time being.
Hey,
Hey.
bring it back and throw it at Silas before he realizes it's gone, because it just kind of vanished from his neck.
Was there anything else you needed while you're here?
I remember I'm spooky, or maybe not me, but her, them. Oh, there I start. I remembered I'm spooky, so they're getting close, and I will be gone soon. So it
Getting a
was
little
lovely to know
confusing
you.
now, huh?
And then he'll just vanish away, and then they'll just vanish away.
It's always good when family comes to visit. All right, so you'll have a +2 amulet devout for the time being.
Yep, I'm looking for it.
What was that, Mel?
I said it's all getting so confusing now.
Yeah, so it lets you use your channel divinity 1 extra time per day. And
Which
then,
you already could do.
yeah. And you have the
It'll-
+2 to your spell and saving throws now.
So net +1. Woo!
Yep, it is. My spell save is DC 20, and my spell attack bonus is a 12.
Dang.
Well, you're all saving throws, aren't you? I don't think you have any.
Guiding bolt.
Oh, that might be the only
Go on.
one.
Yeah, guiding bolt's probably the big one. Spiritual weapon. If you ever use that spell, that's another one that pops up for attack.
But I'm all saved anyway.
Yeah, most of it saves, but
Yeah.
it bumps the saves, so that's good.
Yep. Alrighty. So we're just waiting for Vigo for the shopping for Albero and
Mhm.
anything else he might need. Hopefully everything's okay there. So do you guys have an idea where you think you might want to go to next? Be it the topaz, green, sapphire, or white.
So with the basic, I think we're still down to it's either going to be white or topaz because we're trying to avoid touching the red area. Yeah, we're trying to avoid touching the red area because touching the red area or touching any of the territories that touch the red area is most likely to draw his ire. Right now, we're kind of like, it seems like these southern ones he doesn't really care about them too much. So we could like pick them off as we choose. But it seems like as soon as we're gonna touch his like, we're right next door kind of feeling. So I think we brought it down to like white or topaz.
I think we should go after topaz next.
I'd like what basic information do we have from our ally about both of them? Basically from our Grandpa Dragon and from the Emeralds. It was the Emerald Dragon Rider. Right? We have names.
Yeah.
Sidovan.
Yeah, Sidovan is
Sidovan.
helping you as well.
Yep. So basically, what basic information do we have from Sidovan?
So Sidovan will tell you that in the Topaz region, the dragon's name is Toladirth. Type this off. And Toladirth is a male. Yeah. And his rider is Shalila.
Yep, but we got that. Does they have a style of fighting that he knows? Like, does he have a
He would
very
say
top level?
he would tell you Shalila is a powerful caster.
Okay.
And Toladirth is
Did we already have a list of everybody? I was looking
Yes,
for it
we
earlier.
have a basic list of everybody. We're
Yes.
now getting a little bit more detail about them.
Yes. And Toladirth
Okay.
is more of a hit and run type of dragon. Like has some innate abilities. But he's more of a shapeshifter and like more deception.
Okay. And then the white, Caesar and the white dragon and
Seza and
her
Thelema.
rider. Yep.
So Seza, she's a female Goliath, very hard hitting. Probably on par with a very strong barbarian. And the white dragon Thelem is an extremely large, tanky brawler, like more brawn than brains.
Sure. That my vote would probably be white. I guess I think white would be easier. You can always kite them. Comparative to I feel like the topaz one is going to be painful to fight directly and painful to keep in one place if we're not basically ambushing them. Because powerful caster probably means teleportation magic, especially if they're hit and run based, which I could see just them appearing, them attacking, them disappearing. and then having to deal with that.
So my thing with the white dragon is, I think that's the easier of the fights that we can have.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we go after Topaz, that only makes the white dragon even easier later.
How do you think?
Well, we'll have more items in store. We'll have more. I'm making the assumptions that we would hit another level up when we defeat the Topaz dragon, and it's just, I think the white dragon is very linear in the progression. So if it depends, do we want an easy fight since we just had a really hard fight last time, or do we want to challenge ourselves? That's my thinking.
Well, we have 7 opportunities to level 5 times. So there's going to be a couple dragons we're going to kill that we're not going to level. Unless we're going above 20, which is a question for the DM. Yeah, so there's going to be some dragons that we're going to kill, that we're not going to level, because I'm assuming the final fight is at level 20. So we have 7 dragons before that would be our leveling points. So, but we only have 5 levels left.
So the next 2 will get you 1 level. The following 2 will get you 1 level, and then 1 level each after that. And that'll put you at 20 before 80.
Gotcha. Oof. So
I mean, it doesn't terribly matter. I think it's more like what flavor of area do we want to go into next? It seems. Do we know anything about the? I'm assuming the mountainous region is not very inhabited.
No, it's not.
Right.
She prefers isolation, and that's why she likes claiming the mountainous area. There are a couple villages at the bottom of the lakes. But from what you've heard, and you could even kind of tell from Dunwalkie Rise if you were able to see far enough in the distance, it's just a frozen. It goes literally from the lava fields of the obsidian area to ice. So like the lakes are frozen over. Only the hardest people live in those areas.
Yeah, so that's a game of. That's actually probably just we can probably walk up to the person and be like, we can probably walk into town and be like, hey, where's such and such? They go, they're probably there. Kimasabi, you're blanking out for me if you're trying to talk. I couldn't hear you.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
My thing does that sometimes.
It's probably like we go into the town, we figure out where they are. They might be there. Who knows? We might even be able to just challenge them, and then they'll come out, and we will beat each other till one of us is dead. Or like that. That's what I think white is, and then Topaz is something different. Topaz is we need an actual plan. Otherwise, we're just going to keep getting shot from a ways away. And then they're going to blink away. Because it's Dragon's guerrilla tactics and the Rider's a caster. I'm assuming at this level every caster has teleportation magic. Of some sort. Especially if they're hit and run with a large dragon. Because the large dragons... It's very hard to do hit and run as a large dragon. So it's basically, do we want another fight or do we want to plan out a kill next?
I think,
and then whatever the next one is, it's just the opposite of whatever we do next.
Yeah. I kind of want to I think we should at least investigate the area around Topaz and get some better understanding of the general area and the cities and see if we can glean any information from that. Because I think you are right about the white dragon being just we walk up and boss monster it.
Yeah, that's what that one's feeling is kind of just a. There's not much to do there besides They show up, we beat them down, and that's them.
I think we should go with Topaz then, and kind of do a little bit of role play and
Okay.
investigation. But not everybody's here, so that's
Give us
just my
something. What do you think?
$2.
I think we should go for the White Dragon for sure.
Okay.
Next, I think you're right. I think it's just going to be like it's just going to be a battle for the most part.
Solid.
What does our Drake Warden think?
She went poof.
Yeah, our Drake Warden went poof. She's listening, but she went poof for the time being.
Okay.
She's listening to this Twitch.
She would know more about White Dragons than I do out of meta.
She will know, and she will tell you that it's going to be, for lack of a better term, it's going to be a tank and spake essentially for this fight for the White Dragon. And the information you get from Cedovan will agree with, it's going to be a lot of hits, hard hits. There may be a way to talk her down, possibly. But she's a very isolated individual, and she likes her privacy, likes her mountain by herself. You guys would recall that she has had dealings with what the hell was his name?
The mayor
I'm here,
of one
sorry.
of the
I didn't know I was muted.
the mayor of one of the cities.
Yes.
They had
Oh,
love
she was-
letters going
So
back
she
and
was
forth.
also hot, right?
Yes.
Wasn't that the person that fell? So it's a hot barbarian. Intriguing.
Yeah.
So we're going up against, what are the powers?
Oh,
So-
White Dragon next.
Like,
So we have
somebody
a-
said Topaz.
Yeah, so we have a choice as players. We have a choice right now. The White Dragon is probably just going to be a boss fight. For everything about it, it's probably just going to be a boss fight. And the Topaz Dragon is probably going to have more like some role play. There's probably going to be something else going on. There's probably going to be we'll probably have to make a plan to figure out how to like capture them because they're very skittish. Apparently, is their fighting style is not straightforward, and they're most likely gonna try to get away from us and then strike us when we're weakened. They're not gonna want to do what most of the other dragons did, which was get us in a straight fight. These guys are gonna want to try to hit us when we're not prepared, and then if their fight's going bad, they're going to try to get away from us. So it's like we can't really throw our heads at them. We have to like
So the White
outmaneuver
Dragon
them.
would be a
The
better...
White Dragon's a boss fight.
Yeah.
So as players, what do we want to do next? And then whatever we do next, the other thing is going to come after that. So it's just what do we want to do next? So what is
After
your
that-
vote, Bell?
I know Vigo doesn't usually mind. I can autopilot him for the boss fight if you guys do that, because that would probably end up being next week.
Okay, that's my vote.
Sorry. I forgot to say that. I won't be here next week. I'll be out of town for work. So,
Okay.
unfortunately.
So we can just hold off for next week and just meet the week after. I'm okay with that as well. Because next week's gonna be a little crazy for me as well. That actually would probably be a little better. And then we can plan on the boss fight on the 12th, because that's what's going to happen. Is if you go to the White Dragon, it'll be pretty much a boss fight immediately.
Oh yeah, we can knock that out of the park.
So, and then Vigo usually doesn't
figured I'd
mind me
vote so.
running his character for him. So
All right.
Okay, so white and then topaz.
Yeah.
That's solid.
So we can plan on the today's 20th. On the 12th being the boss fight, the 19th being the planning of Topaz, or maybe some more downtime if you guys need it. And then continuing on with the following week when we'll have, in theory, the full crew.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
Sounds good to me on that one. Does anyone else need anything to do for the city? Anything like that?
I guess I'll just put in chat to Vigo.
Yeah. So
And
put
just
it
be
in the
like, hey.
put it in the planning channel. Tag him. And we
Well,
can.
how is everybody else feeling about
Oh, yeah.
upgrading? How is everyone else feeling about upgrading Albero? Silas?
I mean, I've put in 5,000 of my own gold to make sure he gets upgraded.
Yeah.
How do you feel about using party funds for it?
Oh yeah, go for it. I mean, I'm already
Okay.
in for a penny, in for a pound.
So that's 3-2.
Okay.
Mel said no, but I think Mel
don't
was
foresee it being an issue.
Yeah.
Mel's already, I think, agreed to party fund as well.
Okay. Well, I'll just ask him.
Yeah, definitely. I think we can assume it's okay.
Yeah, like I said, he'll probably be all right with it. We don't usually have an issue.
Specifically because it's putting you. It's in the hope that you can stay up in the front lines longer than you did in the last battle.
It will definitely. I mean, doing all that will be a significant upgrade
Yep.
to what I was in the last battle.
Yep.
Like significant, especially if we do that and then find a sword, like a magical sword in the white
Do
territory.
you not have a magical sword?
I have a magical sword, but it's not a +1
Okay.
or anything. It's just a moon touch great sword.
You
Okay,
could
so
easily
you're
find
doing
a
magic damage.
+2 as well, but that's going to cost money, obviously.
Yeah, and I can stay off of that for right now. I think the belt is more important, and it also has little pieces of out of combat use if we find ourselves in an area where we need to move something of great size.
Mood really wants you to have that belt.
I want me to have that belt.
Mostly because he really wants to have the other belt.
And with you guys going up against
really
the
want the other belt.
barbarian-esque Dragon Rider,
that'll be fun.
I think he's gonna be in okay shape for a weapon.
Oh, that's true. He's probably using. She's probably using something. Oh wait, she's hot, right?
Yeah. Mood found out that she was hot, and I believe was instantly attractive.
Right. I mean, I have to go find her first. I think we're gonna have to go find her first. Just a day ahead. Day ahead. See if I could see if Mood wants to see if they could score. Figure out what happens, and then yeah, it'll be fun.
So if nobody has anything else, I'll say we'll call it there. Honestly, I know it's a little early because
Cool.
we started around 8-ish, but some people were able to pop in when they could. But that would be my thing, unless anybody has any objections or anything else they want to do. If Vigo was back, I would say we can keep going. But with Vigo gone and missing out on what he wants to do and things like that, we'll probably pound that out at the beginning of the next time. I'll get that with him in the off week and go from there. Because he and I message frequently.
Well, he's going to be a little busy, but yeah. I think we're good.
Yeah, besides the necklace thing for me, but
Yep,
you were
which
going
I
to give me that
will
in the off week.
work on. I have to go through my notes that I have and get that rock and rolling. I have a separate notebook for that somewhere. Gotta find it though, 'cause it's been a hot minute.
I think that's all I got.
I'm happy for an early night. I have an early flight tomorrow, so
Fun.
yeah.
My meat cutter has COVID, so he's out for the week. So it's just me at work.
Oh.
Yeah. So yay, 56-hour week this week.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm okay with the early night as well.
Get some sleep.
Yeah.
Your thing is what more important. I'm just complaining about having fun. Oh no.
I told my specialist, I was like, if you can find somebody for Saturday, I would appreciate you. If not, I'll work 56, but it ain't gonna happen a lot. So especially not after the heart attacks and the stroke. So. Once in a great blue moon, sure, but I'm not doing what I pulled last year. So all right.
All right.
We'll call it there. I'm headed to bed.
Okay. Good night,
Same.
everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Thanks as always. We're gonna go raid Trixie in Twitch.